Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Urban Assembly Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'll turn it over to our presenters. We are here in session B2. So first up, we'll hear from Guttman Community College.
All righty. Thank you for having us today. My name is Michael Wong. I am the admissions counselor here at Guttman Community College. And along with me today is my colleague, Enza Lopez, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Enza Lopez. I'm actually the admissions coordinator for Guttman Community College as well.
And so Enza Lopez is also an alumna of Guttman Community College, started with us in 2013, graduated and actually graduated not so long ago from Brooklyn College with her bachelor's degree. So, welcome again to this session. Just to give you a little bit of heads up about Guttman Community College and sort of what we are and how we do things and stuff like that. We are actually the smallest institution here within the CUNY family. And what we pride ourselves on doing is preparing our students for the very next step in a lot of different ways. So, and it very starts off from the very beginning with our multi-step process. We are a two-year community college, so admissions requirements for admission is relatively easy, but we do things very differently at the school, right? We have we only have 5 majors here at the school: business administration, human services, information technology, urban studies, and liberal arts and science. And all of these are meant to gear our students, to prepare our students for next steps in either the workforce or pursuing a higher degree pursuing their bachelor's degree at a 4-year institution, or both, right? We've only been open since 2012, and we are actually by far the smallest community college within the CUNY family, with just under 1,000 students under our roof. And so, we've only opened our doors in 2012, so we really are only about like 8 years old. But even, but because of our small size and, despite how short or how young we are, we've actually been honored to have been recognized as being the best community college within New York State, and actually within the U.S. the past couple of years running. So, here at the school, we have a lot of different things going on, a lot of support network for our students itself, one of which starts off with our peer mentoring program, along with our Center for Career and Career Preparation and Partnerships, which, for us at the school, learning by doing is huge. And that's where the CCPP comes in. They'll help with a lot of the internships that a lot of our students will participate in, right? Part of our success is also, our look at our philosophy on advising, right? First year advisement is very hands-on, very intrusive advisement where, you will be meeting with your advisor on a pretty regular basis, to get the skills to become a successful college student, but then also to navigate you to the second year where students were able to jump into and sort of choose their major. Once they move into the second year, they're choosing their major, but they're also looking at what they can do, where they can go after leaving Guttman Community College, whether it's the workforce or the in pursuit of their bachelor's, or both, right? And that's where our career strategists will come into play. So, Guttman Community College, we are, like I said, we are part of the City University of New York Community College family. So tuition for us is not that expensive. We are pretty affordable. A lot of our students are able to receive financial aid, and a good number of students are eligible for the Pell Grant. A good number of our students have, for the most part, most if not all of their tuition covered, both from the federal and also the state side. Admission, so one of the things in order for to be considered for admission is really just, you have to come through these 3 individual steps, all of which are meant to give you information, right? To give the students, applicants, parents, supporters information about what we do and how we do it, really to make sure that all of our students understand what they're walking into when they are accepted into Guttman Community College. We understand that we're not going to be the best school for everybody. We are a good school for many, but not the best school for many, for most, right? So to do that, we do require the students to do the CUNY application, come to participate in a group information session, as well as an individual meeting. The individual meeting provides a student an opportunity to pick the brain of a current student at the school or an alumna of the school, like my colleague Enza, about their experiences at school. Again, really to make sure that we are a good fit for you, right? This year we only can bring in a cohort of about 525 students. So it's super important that you start the process right away, get all the information that you can to determine if we are the right fit for you. All right. So that ends our presentation. Thank you for listening. But if you do have any further questions, this is our contact information. These are my colleagues and myself. So I will also be posting the presentation for everyone to download. Thank you.
All right, and next we will hear from YearUp.
Hi, thank you. Just give me one moment while I share my screen. All right. Uh-oh. All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Anita White, and I'm the Associate Director of Enrollment for YearUp, actually Pittsburgh, but I am filling in for my colleague today, Jasenia Torres, to give you some information about YearUp, New York, New Jersey. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with the eligibility, and then I'll share some information about who we are and what we do as we move through the presentation. So we are a one-year workforce development program and connecting young adults to employers within Fortune 500 business companies for a career after they complete the one-year program. The eligibility is young adults ages 17 to 26 years old. You must have a high school diploma or a GED, eligible to work in the United States, and be motivated to launch a professional career. We've been around for 20 years now. We're located in 26 cities, 35 campuses, and by the end of the year, this year, we'll have served 29,000 students. Let me move this out of the way. So this here is a basic breakdown of the YearUp program model. The 1 year is broken up into 2 phases. Learning and development is phase number 1, and phase number 2 is corporate internship. Phase 3 is graduation and beyond. We continue to provide career and higher education support for our the graduates and the alumni of our program. So during phase 1, you would be doing learning and development, college level coursework. You would have instructors teaching you every single day on the information based off of the career track that you select. I'll talk about the career tracks in another slide. But during that 6 months, you'll be assigned a mentor and you'll have an advisor. You meet once a week for career coaching and personal development as well. The training is a full-time schedule, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And you would have classes that are academic level. They are accredited with the American College of Education, ACE credits. And you'll develop professional skills. We have standard training for our young adults, so running through Excel, learning how to have professional etiquette, mock interviews, networking skills, and even all the way down to time management and just personal development in any areas of growth that our students would need. During the second phase, internship, you would have hands-on training with a corporate internship with one of our employer-based partners. We do partner with 41 out of the Fortune 100 companies list. And so I'll show you the next slide of all the different employers that you'd have the opportunity to intern with. During that internship, it is a professional internship. You would assume the normal business hours of the employer-based partner that you're working with. And during this time, our students are given an educational stipend. It's not meant to be a paycheck, but as supplemental income um, during the duration of the internship. You have a behavioral contract, which provides constant feedback. The behavioral contract really helps to gear our young adults with their mindset into professional development and what it's like to be a professional. And so we expect our students to show up in business attire. We expect you to show up every day and be motivated and engaging and take full advantage of the opportunity. And along the way, we provide that feedback as you're growing and developing as a professional. I can get to the next slide. We have 2 campuses in your community. One is with Wall Street campus, and that's located in New York. And the specialty career tracks that we offer are help desk and desktop support, application development, and investment operations. We also have a partnership with the Hudson County Community College in Jersey City, New Jersey. And the career track specialties that are offered there are help desk, desktop support, and business fundamentals. With the HCC campus, you'll have to enroll with the community college for at least 1 year. And during that, the folks who are with Hudson County Community College, you will enroll in classes for that first 6 months during the learning and development phase that I talked about in the previous slide. And then during the internship phase, you'll be asked to reduce your schedule down to part-time so that you can participate in your internship. And I'd like to note that there's no special training that you would need before starting the program. You'll be trained on the spot during the full year. So these are the internship companies that you would be eligible to intern with as long as you complete the first 6 months of the program, which is the learning and development phase. So probably some places that you're familiar with: Spotify, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Chase, and BlackRock. And again, I did mention that we have partners with the Fortune 100 companies list. And so depending on what site that you are interning with would make a, did something happen?
Yes, unfortunately the time is up. We do have to move on.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So next up, we'll hear from SUNY Delhi.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Will DeFries. I am the regional New York City and Long Island admissions counselor for SUNY Delhi. If you would apply to SUNY Delhi, I would be the gentleman looking at your application. So I'm gonna go over a couple things with you real quick. SUNY Delhi is located about 2.5 to 3 hours away from New York City. As a freshman, you are required to live on campus. We have over 50 academic programs, which I'm going to show you on the next slide, but those range from associate degree programs to baccalaureate degrees and also graduate degree programs. We have over 3,500 students enrolled at Delhi, and about 1,700 live on our actual campus. As a freshman on the housing application, you'd be guaranteed rooming together. The top areas where our students come from are New York City, Long Island, Capital Region, Westchester, and that's one of the reasons why we're one of the most diverse SUNY colleges. We have about 45% students of color on our campus. And any of you who've heard of SUNY Delhi, if you know someone who goes there, you call them, I guarantee you they will vouch for what I am saying. Or if you visited, you know it yourself. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. I personally don't like this number. I don't like when any college says what their student faculty ratio is, because in your general education classes at Delhi, you might have a class that's 20 to 25 students. But let's say you're in a culinary or criminal justice nursing program, your classes are going to be a lot smaller than that. So your actual academic major classes, the ones that are really focused on the reason you go to college, are those small class sizes. So we have about 725 acres over 2 campuses. The photo in the bottom left-hand corner is a part of our main campus. We are located at the foothills of the Catskill Mountains. Very beautiful, but it's a very rural area. We have a Price Chopper, McDonald's, Pizza, Verizon store, Family Dollar, a bunch of mom and pop shops, very touristy location. So we try to offer as much on campus as possible with clubs, activities, shows, etc. And we have 19 NCAA Division III athletic programs. Someone asked about lacrosse. Delhi does offer have a lacrosse athletic program on campus. And some recent updates to campus, we have a Bluestone Pub and Restaurant. That picture located in the bottom right-hand corner is a culinary and event management run restaurant on our 18-hole golf course. We have a Barnes & Noble's Cafe featuring Starbucks, which is probably the most popular hangout spots for students. We have new architecture buildings on campus. And our newest major is cyber operations management, which is equivalent to cybersecurity. So I just wanted to show you this page. I think this is the most important part of what we're talking about today is the programs Delhi has to offer. So if you look in the top left-hand corner, you see automotive. It doesn't have anything next to it. That means it is just a 2-year program. Now, if you go down one, it says construction. It has 2/4. That means we offer both the 2 and the 4-year program. Additionally, if it has an asterisk mark, the star next to the 4, that means that the final 2 years is offered either on campus or online, up to you. We are SAT, ACT optional this year. And most of those majors that you're looking at, you're going to notice we have a lot of unique majors. We are one of 7 technology colleges. If you are a hands-on learner, you should look at not just Delhi, but the other 6 technology colleges. You have Farmingdale down near you. You have Maritime. You have Farmingdale, Maritime, Cobleskill, Mooresville, Alfred, and Canton, Delhi. These are all good schools to look at if you're a hands-on learner. What does that mean? That means instead of doing 2 years of liberal arts, if you go to a lot of liberal arts colleges, first 2 years is going to be general education classes, final 2 years is going to be your academic program. From day one, you're going to be in your academic program. Culinary students are in the labs. Cyber operations students are learning how to do software coding, hacking. Automotive students are working on cars. From day one, we are putting you in the lab. And that's why we have a lot of our programs have 100% job placement. And additionally, I'm going to wind it up. Please visit our social media, Instagram, Facebook, my contact information. My email is under the enroll@delhi.edu. If you want to get more information, you can also take a picture of the QR code above SUNY Delhi and fill out the inquiry card so you're in our system. And during COVID, I just want to let you know that we only brought back about 1,000 students to our physical campus. We brought back waves of students. We are a tech school, so we understood that we do need to have students learning, getting the hands-on experience. And we've been doing pool testing. We're on our second run through. We have had 0 students who live on campus have COVID. So I'd like to think that Delhi is a very safe environment. And fall 2021, just got done with a meeting with the provost earlier this morning, and we plan on having our campus up and running 100%. Thank you.
All right, and then we'll hear from Siena College.
Fantastic. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dale Taylor. I'm one of the assistant directors of admissions for Siena College, and I am the person that will read your application if you apply to Siena College from the 5 boroughs and Westchester County. Siena's out in the Albany area. So behind me, you can kind of see in the video or the picture, that's a shot of our campus. We are a suburb setting campus. So what that means is we're actually about 2 miles outside the city limits of Albany. And you see that there is a bell tower with a cross on it. That's because we are a Catholic Franciscan college. And obviously we're welcoming to any religions, anyone from any different backgrounds or faiths as well. What I loved about Siena, I'm a graduate of Siena, what I loved about Siena is the size. Siena is only 3,000 total students, and that includes our graduate programs as well. The average class size is actually only 21. So we don't offer the lecture hall settings that a lot of schools might offer. And your professors are going to always know you on a first name basis. You'll never be like student 211 or anything like that. Your largest is 35, your average is 21. Now we have 3 schools at Siena, a school of business, which I'm a graduate of. I was in the management and marketing program, and later I got my master's and I worked in finance. We have a school of science and of course a school of liberal arts because we're a liberal arts college. Some of our most popular majors are finance, accounting, management. If you're interested in business and sports marketing, sports management, those types of things, we offer those programs as well. We are one of the few schools in the country that offers a 4-year master's in business. Yes, you heard that right, a 4-year master's in business. A lot of schools, if you do a business master's, it's for 5 years or 6 years. At Siena, you can do a concentration in marketing or management, accounting, and do a master's in business administration in 4 years. In our School of Liberal Arts, we are one of 2 schools in the entire country that offers a 5-year law program, right? So most of the times, if you're going to study law, to become a lawyer, a law program will take you a total of 7 years. At Siena, you can actually do that in 5 years. So we have some phenomenal programs in our School of Science. My roommate, when I was at Siena, actually went to Regis High School in Manhattan, and he was in our School of Science, and now he's a plastic surgeon. So we have a phenomenal science program. If you're thinking about going into becoming a physician or anything like that, we have nursing programs. Our science programs are phenomenal. So I want to just quickly tell you some stats. Over 4 years, our graduation rate is 75%. So anytime you're looking at a school's graduation rate, look for the 4-year graduation rate. Ours is 75%, which is pretty high. We are a private school. So a lot of times when people hear private school, you automatically think it's going to be super expensive. Most of the time, our families that get accepted into Siena are paying within a few $1,000s of what you might pay to go to a SUNY as well. So we are expensive, but we give a ton of money to make Siena affordable for families. And also, everyone that gets accepted is guaranteed at least $60,000 in scholarships over 4 years if you are accepted and file a FAFSA. So if you apply to Siena, you definitely want to file a FAFSA. So anyone that's accepted is guaranteed at least $60,000 over 4 years. And yes, we do have a music program, as I seen someone just asked. We have a phenomenal creative arts / music / theater program as well. Right now is the perfect time to apply, guys. Siena is free, 100% free to apply. You don't need a fee waiver. The fee waiver is automatically attached to the common application. So it is free to apply. And we are SAT, ACT optional for everyone applying to Siena. And this is the first time we've done that. And we're just trying to make it a little bit easier for everyone during these times of the pandemic. So you can apply to Siena for free, and we're SAT, ACT optional. And someone brought up the question that leads me into my kind of final talk about our HOP program. Yes, we do have an HOP program, which is ultra competitive. We get over 1,000 applications for HOP, but we only have about 20 spots per year. So if you're thinking about HOP at Siena, I recommend applying as soon as possible. The deadline technically is the 15th of February, but you want to apply as early as possible, and it's free to apply HOP. And again, HOP is SAT optional as well. Scholarships, once again, if you're an HEOP student, you will receive a really good scholarship financial aid package that pretty much makes Siena almost free to you if you get into the program. So it's a great program, but you have to apply early. At Siena, we only have room for about 800 total students in our freshman class, including HOP, and we get around 9,000 kids apply to Siena every year. And before I finish, I just want to make sure everyone knows, again, Siena's out in the Albany area, and we are open for tours every single day from now until Thanksgiving. That includes Saturdays and Sundays, from now until Thanksgiving. Okay, I guess I still got a minute. Okay. So the questions about business programs, yes, we have a finance business program, we have management programs, we have veterinarian programs. The only thing we don't offer, I think somebody asked, is about a culinary program. We don't offer a culinary arts program, but if you want to run your own restaurant, we do have a business program for that. And we do have a volleyball program, Division I in all our sports. And we also have club sports as well. So if you're thinking about club soccer, club baseball, but we do have D1 basketball, we have track, cross country, baseball. We do have club sports as well. But you have to be recruited to play on one of our Division I teams at Siena. And you can always reach out to the coaches, go right onto our website. You'll be able to reach out to the coaches that way. Some others.
All right, perfect timing. So next up, we will hear from Clarkson University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Oscar Rodriguez. I work for Clarkson University undergraduate admissions. I have the recruiting areas of Florida, Georgia, and New York City, but I can always answer any questions that anybody has. Clarkson, beautiful school in upstate New York. We're located in the town of Potsdam, next to 3 other colleges in the area. We have a School of Engineering that we're mostly known for, School of Liberal Arts and Science, School of Business, and many other programs that are available for students. We have about 3,000 students, about 3,300, 270 masters and PhDs, which are students in graduate school. They usually are your TAs. They are working in their own projects, their own graduate classes. So they're a great resource for younger students to look up to those graduate students. We have a 13-to-1 student to professor ratio, and now it's even bigger because we have more classrooms, and then the professors have set up more sessions. Instead of packing more students in a session, they teach more. I believe they keep also any upper level class open. And it doesn't matter if there's only 1 or 2 students signed up, they will keep them open. So great school. When it comes to admissions, the application and the financial aid process is free. If you go on our website, our application is free. You can also set us up through the common application. We love reading the common application. I actually like reading more than ours. It's more organized. So don't just add us on there if you like. We'll ask you for your transcript. Make sure you have a good college preparatory curriculum. For the applicants of the fall 2021, SAT and ACT scores will be voluntary. So if for some reason the center closed where you were going to take it, or if you for some reason feel like the SATs weren't really going to represent you, either way, please apply to Clarkson. We do have a special scholarships on our website. So let's say for students in New York City, we have the 5 Barrow Scholarship. So all of the schools that you're looking into, go and make a list and then go in their financial aid, and they'll have special scholarships. You just have to write an extra form. It's really easy. They're due the same day you apply. If you get in and try to get them later, you won't get them. You obviously will get a financial aid package. 90% of our students get financial aid. We also have a HEOP program that students can apply into. If you don't get into the HEOP program, we read your application again, a second time through regular admission. So you get us to look at you twice, which is great. Again, please file FAFSA for needs-based scholarships. Undergraduate programs, great professors, they live in the community, 90% of them have PhD in their field, they're active, and they love to speak and be a big part of the student's life. We have a School of Arts and Science, so you apply mathematics, biology, biomolecular science, chemistry, biology, all your sciences, physics, psychology, those are all very well represented. Computer science, digital arts and science is huge, small department, but very strong. They even had documentaries in the United Nations. Political science, also huge. We have a School of Business with 5 different programs. So it's not just a program which all the students go through, it's a whole school with 5 different programs. Even if you just want to do accounting or economics, they're still gonna make a master pitching businesses, innovation, entrepreneurship. If you only want to do entrepreneurship and start businesses, they're also going to make a well-rounded businessman or woman. We have a great program, engineering and management, half engineering, half a business school. You get 2 accreditations. We're 1 out of 5 schools in the whole country that gives you a dual accreditation for engineering and management. We have a School of Engineering that it's about 60% of the whole university. Is huge. We're really happy to not only have the civil, computer, environmental, mechanical engineering programs available. We have 9 altogether. Software engineering is very strong. Computer engineering. We have tons of minors, concentrations. We have a minor in biomedical engineering, which is awesome. Aeronautical, mechanical are the biggest department with about 300 students. Every other department after that, it's smaller. So that's the biggest one. From freshmen to seniors, about 300 students. We are a bit accredited, the American Board of Engineering and Technology. Look up for your departments and see what kind of accreditations they can give you. We also have other buildings, the Institute for Sustainability of the Environment. Let's say if you're into biology and the environment, but not so much into environmental engineering, you can get into environmental policy and other kind of projects that you can develop there. Saving the environment and making money are huge things when it comes to Clarkson. We always say that you will be reminded of that in a way. Again, we're in upstate New York, right outside the Adirondacks Park. Tons of nature and opportunities to go out. We have interdisciplinary programs. We also have pre-advising programs that are very, very detailed to each student in each school that they want to apply to. Pre-dentistry, pre-law. Those students end up doing a lot of corporate law because they work for companies on engineering and other things. If you're still exploring, we're a great school. You know, a lot of students just want to be this kind of engineer or this kind of doctor. We want students that are also looking to make a path for themselves that will change Clarkson, will add things to the department's new research, new opportunities. You know, it's all welcome here at Clarkson. If you want to succeed, join clubs and be the best student that you can be. We're known for our professional experiences. Every student has to complete one of this to graduate, so it's a huge thing at Clarkson. So opportunities and numbers on co-ops, internship, research with your professor are quite available. A lot of students end up doing 2 of them, or you can do a study abroad program at a school outside the country that we have a partnership with. We also get a lot of students from their schools that come to Clarkson. We are about 8% international students, which I think is a great number. And thank you so much. We're just at clarksonuniversity.com at admissions website. Thank you.
Great. Thank you to all of the presenters that we've had today. Unfortunately, we are not going to hear from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities this afternoon, but that just gives us a little bit more time for questions. So we still have the Q&A box available to you all. And I'm going to also invite all of our panelists to turn on their videos and answer any questions that they'd like to answer live. So again, we've got about 11 minutes if you'd like to type answers or answer anything out loud. Now is your chance. And again, if you're typing a question, or any participants who are typing a question, don't wait till the last minute. We want to make sure to give our panelists time to type their answers or answer live.
Yeah, I'd like to answer one question live. So does Clarkson have a pre-law program? We do have a pre-law program. A lot of those students major in political science, humanities, psychology, but they do make sure that you have your classes available in, they do push you to start looking at schools or even applying, you know, late your junior year or early senior year. Definitely have that available. Thank you.
Someone asked about tuition at Siena. So everything at Siena right now, together with room and board, is about $60,000, but no one pays that. We only have about 3% of our students might be full payers. Last year, 97% of our students received a scholarship and or financial aid, as long as they filed a FAFSA to make Siena affordable for them. Siena does offer psychology as a major, and you could branch off into forensic psychology for sure. Another thing is you technically don't have to declare your major at Siena until the end of your sophomore year. So you can actually start doing internships beginning freshman year or research beginning freshman year.
So I'll answer the question about GPA students would need to get into SUNY Delhi. Overall, for the GPA for our associate's degrees and bachelor's degree programs, you excluding nursing and vet sci, you'll need above a 75 GPA. Well, I believe you all attend a Regents accredited school, so we're going to need you to have a Regents diploma. I understand a lot of them have been waived. That is perfectly fine, but we really try to look at your math and science courses in high school. For vet sci nursing, you'll just need to apply, and the average student, it's a competitive program, had about a 90 GPA. I just want you all to remember one thing, looking at all these schools and the schools moving forward, is that the student with a four-year bachelor's degree in their lifetime will make over $700,000 more than an individual who goes to high school and graduates and get a job. And I understand some of you might know Jay-Z, you might know these popular people who don't have these high school diplomas, but those are not your average individuals. You need to look at the career that you're looking to go into eventually and see what the qualifications are. And even if your career you want might not require a bachelor's degree, graduate degree, I bet you that the supervisor of that person in that career has to have a bachelor's or master's degree.
GPA at Siena, I'm sorry, I just saw that question. Someone asked what GPA. We're actually looking for in the 80s, so a solid B or higher. If you're thinking about our HOP program, you could be in the 70s, so 70s or low 80s, like an 81 or maybe an 82. Our admissions office, when it comes to handling the P's on your transcripts, we're looking at all 4 years. So we're going to make an informed decision about you academically after looking at your entire transcript. Because obviously we know with the pandemic, some students had to do pass fail and different things happen throughout your schools. So we'll still consider you for admissions if you had to pass fail for sure.
So we received the question about being a Guttman student. I was a Guttman student. I actually joined when Guttman was actually changing their name, so they were formerly known as the New Community College. And then, we changed the name after getting funded a bunch of money. But that's what happens. My experience there was really great. During my first year, I took my core requirements, which are the classes I need in order to graduate regardless. And then towards my second year, I focused mainly on my major, which was good because it gave me an opportunity to explore each and every single major within my first year to make sure that I make the right choice in selecting my major and only focusing on that during my second year. And then moving forward to Brooklyn College, it was easy to move over from a community college into a senior college in order for me to get my bachelor's degree. So my experience at Guttman was amazing, at least for me. But yeah.
I saw a question about sports. Just want to talk about Clarkson. So we have Division I hockey, but then all of our other sports are Division III. So softball, volleyball, baseball, soccer, swimming. So when it comes to Division III sports, you don't get any scholarships for athletics, but always remember you still get set up with a great financial aid package ahead. So many of the schools that have those sports available, look out for them. Let's say for some reason you don't want to play, or you can play, and coaches hate it when I say this to students. If you play Division III, you're still a student. So let's say you stop playing, your parents won't have to pay extra $2,000-$3,000 in your tuition or anything like that. So you're set up way ahead.
I see a question about when can students tour Delhi's campus. So we are currently having students tour campus. We're doing 2 families a day, one at 10 a.m., one at 2 p.m. But definitely go on all the admissions websites of schools you're interested in and contact our admissions office, because some schools are having tours. And if not, take advantage of the virtual tours. And also, like I said, contact current students who might go to that school, because they're going to give you the best insight of the experience and try to explain it best to you.
Someone asked earlier, does Siena play Delhi in sports? We do not. We're in the MAC conference, which is the conference that plays like Manhattan College, Marist. Basketball is our biggest sport. Even though we only have 3,000 students at our school, we average 7,000 people at a home game. And we actually had a kid who declared for the NBA draft as a freshman as well. So we do have high-level sports.
And we have about 3 minutes left, so just a reminder to get those questions in. Reps, feel free to type answers if you'd rather not answer anything live in the interest of time. Just about 3 minutes.
I believe there was a question for all of us about how will your admissions team handle seeing P's on transcripts during COVID. That's gonna vary for every single admissions office. But we're literally, I know for Delhi, we're gonna look at the students' overall GPA. We're gonna look at their grades for the school year, and then a pass is a pass. It doesn't mean you have a 90, it doesn't mean you have a 70, but I understand that the student passed, and I'm gonna use that as an advantage for them. It's not going to be, oh, they didn't have a 90. No, a pass is a very, very good thing. So yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a positive toward their transcript, if anything, for this last school year, for Delhi, that is.
Question about touring Siena. You can tour Siena. We have around seven tours a day. We're open every single day, including Saturday and Sunday from now until Thanksgiving. So if you want to sign up for a tour, you can go to siena.edu. There's a screening with the COVID policy, so you do have to sign up early. But we do offer tours even on Saturdays and Sundays, but to only 7 families. Siena accepts students with IEPs. Our relationships with our students and faculty at Siena, again, the relationship's about 12-1. So we're pretty small. Your average class is 21. We also offer virtual tours. Siena has one tonight that I'm hosting, tonight at 6 and 7 p.m. If you go onto our website, you can actually sign up for our virtual tour through Zoom, and we'll have an actual tour guide online with me as well, and they'll walk you around the campus virtually. Definitely, you can stay in touch. We're going to get everyone's information at the end of this, so I'm going to reach out individually, but we'll have all your information. That's my understanding, I hope.
Same with Delhi. Just you have our emails, go on our website. Most of the time you can email all of our admissions offices and get in touch with the reps that are representing your area. So please do that.
Right.
All right. And with that, we are just about at time for this session. So I want to say thank you to all of the presenters who did a great job with their presentations and with answering all of your questions. Thank you to the participants for being such active participants this round as well. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. We have another one starting in just about 15 minutes. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other recordings, at the same website where you registered. So thank you again to our participants and panelists. I'm sure I'll see some of you in about 15 minutes. And to everybody else, have a great day.